Hello, Internet. Today is March 21st, and I've been exactly 1 year on testosterone. Um, Everything has changed so much in the past year. I have switched jobs, I have everything changed school wise. I became a full time student, found a job on campus. My mental health has gotten so much better. I Whether it's transition or not, things have changed so drastically for me. Um, in transition wise, it's not just that I've been a full year on testosterone, but except for the very small part where I got in top surgery, so I had to go off for I think it was overall 2 weeks that I took off. Um, I only missed 2 doses, I think, or so it might have been a little bit longer than 2 weeks, but I only missed 2 doses. And that has happened 4 months ago, so that's great. Um, I also realized that this video might be a little bit easier to follow if I'll go methodically of everything that has changed because I do want to log it. So I went, and it has been over a year, right? But I have saved. That is stiff paper. I got this like masculizing. Oh wait, it's mirror view. You can't see it, but masculizing hormone replacement therapy consent forms. And I realized I could just go over everything they say and see if it applied to me. So skin oiliness and acne. Expected onset was supposed to be 1 to 6 months. Yeah, that happened like a lot. I bet if you will look at videos of me of like, oh, this is my first day on T, or even if, oh, this is like my 3 months on T, you could see I was not nearly as broken up. Like, not broken up, broken out. I always get these two mixed. Like, my acne is, to put it mildly, not mild. So, that happened. It actually came quite late. I expected it to be earlier. It became extreme around like wild guess somewhere after 6 months. So it started early. It started to maybe be there earlier than that, but it was like a thing after like over 6 months. Facial and body hair growth. Yes, I've definitely experienced those. Last time I shaved, I think was either a month or a week ago. No, not a week ago. A week ago? I don't think so. No, I went to a party. So, no, I know when that was. It was about a month ago. Or 2 weeks. I don't know. It wasn't longer than a month ago. But I've decided that I'm finally gonna stop shaving. Because, and that's an interesting story. Because I started shaving around, I wanna say, 4 months on T. I don't know. I can check it later. But every time I had this thing where my sideburns right here would grow and like my mustache, they would grow so much quicker than any of my chin hairs, which is what I was aiming at. That's the facial hair I did want, not like to have like a weird patch and another weird patch and like pubescent mustache, and I'm like, no. But finally, I think you can see it well enough, and if not, I'm gonna insert a photo too. Finally, my chin hairs, and apparently, according to my boyfriend, some, I can't see it, but some neck hairs have finally caught up to the point where I feel comfortable to let my side grow with them. And yeah, I've been excited about that. I think I'll finally stop shaving. Every time I say that to myself, and then I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous, and to the point where they don't work like that together. But I think I'm finally past that. Um, I've decided I'm just gonna put all the photos at the end. Um, my body hair have definitely increased. I have hair on my stomach. I have hair on my legs. I have hair on my arm. I have hair everywhere. So far I haven't gotten any weird places that I've heard some guys do and some folks do when you're like, why is that happening? But definitely anywhere that you would imagine that a testosterone based life form would grow hair, I have. Including obviously like in my armpit and stuff like that. Scalp hair loss. I didn't get that much hair loss so far. Knock on wood or whatnot. But my hairline have definitely changed. I used to have. I think you can definitely see it in the very first videos I've made. I used to have this like really fine, um, kind of baby hair here. No, I don't have them anymore. I don't think it's receding. I hope not. I'm 20, like 21. I'm about to turn 22. I don't think it's receding my hairline just yet. I'm very hoping. I'm very hopeful it's not. I haven't noticed any like hair falling out, so that is good. Descended voice is definitely. I don't think it's even worth that much mentioning, but it definitely is something that happened to me. I think my range dropped in about a full octave or not. Maybe even more. I used to be a soprano. Not that I know how to sing, but I used to be a soprano. And now I'm a baritone or even lower. If I try to talk really, really carefully, possibly I can still go as high as this. Maybe, no, here, that's where it breaks. After that, that's where it breaks. Maybe if I try to talk, no, that doesn't work anymore. I can't even talk from up here without sounding like a pubescent idiot. Not that I'm saying that teenagers are stupid, but it definitely sounds strange being 22 and like I'm like, that is not me. I would rather not have my voice crack. So if I try to talk from up here, it definitely still does. But I can also go much, 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 much lower than I used to be. I think the main and the most significant change is now that when I do talk, from like I mean in the last few months, obviously not related to pre-T. Like pre-T, you don't even need to like the explanation. You just watch one of those videos and you're like, oh, that used to be a high-pitched voice. That is not anymore. But I think that in recent months, the most notable change is that it's easier for me to get depth into my voice and actually get like the echoing and everything properly. So increased muscles and strength definitely happened to me. I am still very lanky, a person comparing. Well, no, not anymore. I used to say that as an automatic response, but I don't think I count in that department anymore. I definitely am still under the label of skinny, but like my muscles have definitely toned out. I've been working out in various degrees throughout the year, obviously. But what even on the periods that I didn't work out as much, it started really like it was one of the very first changes to come. I've started really picking up, I think, around a month or so, and it has not changed. Even on times that I don't work out that much, my body like shape is definitely more toned toward the muscular side than it used to be. Um, in that regards, body fat redistribution, hell yeah, that thing happened so much, and I'm so grateful. I still have relatively large hips, but I think it's mostly my hip bones. Um, my and in the sense of like fat redistribution, you can even see that the face, like my face, like the shape of them, they just change. I did have a weird period when it's kind of like, I think I have in a sense, like my face very similar to my estrogen based face now. only, well, in the male version, I did have a thing when, like, I used to have high collarbone, like, high, not collarbones, high cheekbones, and then everything kind of, like, shifted down. Like, it was, like, this weird, like, here, and then it was, like, here, and now it's, like, once my jaw learned how to do its thing, and everything shifted and sorted itself out. Oh my god, I can't stop staring at my acne, it's so bad. Excuse me. Then now it just, like, it got back to the shape of a face and not this, like, weird, like, I don't know what's happening now, but other than that, fat has definitely redistribute. Whether it's through my legs and my thighs are so much more muscular now, and so much, not even muscular, but, like, the fat just moved. Whether to the fact that my butt got smaller and my hips, like, not even, like, my hips, but, like, my love handles, I think that's what they're called, they got smaller, but also my stomach got larger, or my abs region, and I have been working out in vain in an attempt to, like, work on it, but I know that's just the way that, like, testosterone makes you, like, you become more of, like, stomach, and less, like, hips, less of an hourglass, and more of a pear, or at least, that's what you're supposed to go through, medically speaking. And definitely that has happened. Like, even, like, just, like, I don't know, those, like, weird, like, jiggles that you have everybody got on their arms. Even that has changed the way it used to be. I don't know, I had, like, they have so much more stuff here. I'm not gonna go for all of this, it's ridiculous. But I definitely had hunger increase. I've kind of learned how to control that. I still get, it didn't tone down as much as it picked up, and then I kinda learned to get used to it, but not really. I still have to eat quite frequently and quite a lot, which reminds me I should probably stop soon and go make myself dinner. But it is still an issue, because I eat like a fucking elephant and it doesn't end, and it's driving me nuts. But it's just like you get used to living like that, I guess. I don't know if it will actually tone down and I'll return to, like, the way I was ever again. I don't think I will, because I think I'm almost certain my body burns more calories, but, like, maybe one day I won't notice it anymore. I sometimes, if I am too, like, way too hungry, I'll still get this, like, lightheadedness. It's very odd. My libido is not nearly as high as it used to be right when it peaked. But it's definitely up there. I think it might have actually finally... No, it still haven't toned back to the way it was. But it's tolerable now. I guess that's kind of it. There has been, other changes. Some are too personal for me to share, but mostly very intimate changes. But that's mainly it. I guess I can show you also. Whoever may be watching it, probably just future me, but whoever may be watching it, how I currently look and my surgery results. So, I don't know, it just felt strange to take off my shirt in front of the camera, but, this is my chest. I had surgery on December 18, 2017, and today's March 21st, so that would make it 4 months. Yes, 4 months, and a few days. I've definitely... Things are happening. This is like... I mean, I still have definitely, you can see some swelling, and it's finally has healed enough for me to feel comfortable showing it to other people. Like, online, and not just in person. This one still definitely has, like, I don't know, can you see it? I think you can see it. Some, like, there's this weird scar bump thingy. And on the inside here, there's this anti-bump, like, this, like, veil, I guess, or it's probably, there's gotta be, like, concave, sure, better word for it. But, yeah, It's still very, like, it's not as jiggly at all because, like, scar tissues, but, like, look, I can do this and it doesn't hurt. I don't have, I don't, let's see if I can, yeah. I don't have much to say about my nipples. They are taking forever to take their shape. I still have almost no sensation. But yeah, things have been going great. As you can see, I don't think that on my first video, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't have a video or anything that have a reference picture to how I was before tea or right when I started. I can definitely pull up a picture. And of course, I'm almost certain I did that. Yeah, I did that after I started testosterone. One of, I think it was July-ish, when I was like midway on half a year, like, ish. I also got tattoo done. It's a molecule of testosterone cypionate. Yes, you can see it. It's a molecule of testosterone cypionate, and underneath it says in my native tongue the words "my truth." I remember when I got it done. It was a day that I felt one of the very first time that I felt absolute and complete gender euphoria, and that was so overwhelming, in the good sense overwhelming, but it was just so great. I just wanted to commemorate myself, like, how much, like, it's worth it. Like, there isn't any other way to describe it, but, like, how not surrendering to be who society tells you to be, but, like, you know what, fuck it, and go with what's true for you, and never lie to yourself. I don't care about others. I mean, I care a little bit about others. Everybody care a little bit about others. But, like, realistically, the person you care about, like, who you're honest to is yourself. So, like, never to lie to yourself about who you are and how you want to live your life, and then actually going ahead and doing that. So, there's that. Things have been really good, and this is already a way too long video, so I'm gonna end it now. But definitely feel free to ask me if you got any questions, and I'll be celebrating, and I'll be adding also a bunch of pictures at the end, both comparison and not. So